Welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, SoFly, Energy Eli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Listen, adversity is at the core root of adversity. Adversity is really only here to make us better. If any of you have played sports, when your coach, maybe used to make you run extra laps, he might have make you, do extra, workouts and certain things. At the time, you look at it as though, man, he doesn't like me. Why do we have to do this? But it really makes you stronger because if you can't really learn from things going your way sometimes, if that makes sense. You really only learn who you really are in the midst of a trial. And over the last few weeks and months and years, I've really continued to understand myself more and realizing that I have to understand that things are not here to make me, less off than I am or worse than I am. It's really here to make me a better human being. It's really here to make me a better individual overall. Things are not meant for me to be down, or it's not meant for, me to not achieve certain things I want to achieve. The adversity is to build me for the next level. The level of, okay, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, well, you're gonna have to go through A, B, C, D, E, F, G to obtain that. If you're not prepared, how can you obtain it? When people enter the military, what's the first thing they do? They strip away everything that they once knew, from shaving their head, shaving their face. You have to do certain drills. You have to do this because you have to get prepared for what you're going to face. You don't know what you may be facing when you go to another war torn country. You don't know what you may be facing when you go to another city, another state, another country, whatever it may be. You have to be prepared. And adversity, in so many words, is our friend. Now, I myself and others, I know we don't want to hear this all the time. I know we're going through that storm. We're going through our trials. We're going through our tribulations. But every single day, we got to pick up our stake. We got to pick up our pole, and we got to just keep moving. We got to just keep going. We got to just keep going. We got to just keep going. And once you'll understand as you continue to go, you'll see that by you keeping going, that things are going to just work out. Things are going to work out. It's hard, but things are going to work out. Things are going to work out. And as long as you keep those tidbits in your mind and understand, no matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes, that I'm going to achieve it, that's all that truly matters. That's all that truly matters. Adversity is our friend. When you look at it that way, you'll get there. See, the average person looks at adversity the first, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, but then hold on, let's take a deep breath. Let's understand, okay, but I went through that. That was months ago, and now I'm here. But now I'm here, I'm getting stronger, and now I'm here. Now I know how to accumulate and do so many things, okay, because I've gained all this experience. I've gained my wings, so to speak. I've gained, my strength, and now I can conquer this. So when we look at life that way, when we see certain things in life, and we understand that it is for our good in the end, everything will be okay. I know everything doesn't go our way. I know a lot of things don't go the way we may want it to. I know a lot of things don't end up happening how we may want it to be. I know a lot of things don't turn out how we may like it. But in life, a lot of things aren't going to turn out the way we want it. And like I always tell you guys, I'm not just speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. Things are not going to be the way we want them to be. They're just not. We can plan, but what does the scripture say? The Most High has a plan. We plan, but the Most High has a plan. And I'm paraphrasing. He's not saying we can't plan, but just be prepared for that plan not to go as fully as you think it may go. And the more we keep living, the more we keep seeing, the more we keep growing, the more we keep going, we understand that he has a plan in place, and that his plan is not always our plan, you know. And our plan isn't always his plan. So, however you want to put it, but he has the final say so. So I say that to say adversity, is not our enemy, man. As hard as it may be, as hard as sometimes it may sound, adversity is not our enemy. Adversity is our friend. Adversity is what builds character. Adversity is what gives us the strength to continue to carry on. Adversity is what we understand as far as who we truly are. In our deepest, darkest moments, our deepest, darkest fears, whatever it may be, We understand who we are. When people go out to the army and they finally get in that battlefield, you finally understand who you truly are. In the midst of chaos, in the midst of, you know, danger, you all your adrenaline, emotions, everything are coming out. You realize who you are and what you are truly made of when you're in the line of battle, when you're in the fire. So I say, let adversity, when your trials do come, when you are faced with it, let adversity be your friend, knowing that you're going to come out on top and that every single thing is going to work out. Once again, my name is Energy Eli. Thank you all for